Guys, I already had some pink tails made. I make them in this mold. Alright, pull them right out of the mold, and I got to pull them off one by one like this, and put them in the mold. Okay, and what I got to do is line them up, lay them in the mold like that. Alright, got to put them all in there, 24 of them. Then I can shoot the mold. Alright guys, I got a cup of plastisol here. I got to cook it to 350, and then we're going to add some color into it, and we're making the wild color to shoot these molds. I have the tails in them ready to go. Alright guys, I took off, got the camera on. I'm so used to working there that I run the camera. I put 2 drops of black in there, and it's raining today, as you heard me say, so that means that I got to work fast. It's cooling off, and it's being it's cooling off is trying to set up on me. Okay, so I gotta keep on going here. I'm adding red, 008 black. Alright, I'm gonna touch more silver than anything. That's what that looks like. So it's just an old school smoke. I got a lump in there. Did y'all see that lump I pulled up? Alright, looks about right. When I'm staring and I look at it, I'm looking how many flakes in it. There's a lump. It's gotta be heated. That's what I'm looking at. The color, and do I have enough glitter? Alright, let me reheat it. Alright guys, I'm trying to move fast because it needs to stay hot. It needs to stay 340 to 350. Like I say, it's cool today anyway. That doesn't help. That means it sets up faster. I've heated the molds. I had the molds on the griddle behind y'all. Even after I put the tails in them, I put them back on the griddle. Alright. While I'm shooting, I'll go ahead and shoot one more mold just to use this plastic up. Now I'm watching this right now as it sinks down. That's why I put more on the top. That's how you get bubbles in the nose of them. Alright, let's let these cool and we're going to open them. Alright guys, y'all want to open the molds? Now you want me to open all of them because we're doing Flamingo, and I'm doing blacktail at the same time, okay? And the wild color. Bam, that's some chartreuse. Yeah, while I was doing it, I went on and shot some chartreuse. Okay? Because I am going to make these and put them on the line in chartreuse. That might be the only color. I don't know yet. Like I said, blacktails work good for me fishing, but will you buy the blacktails? Okay, there you go with the blacktail. Alright. So, and the Virginia shad worked great with the blacktail. It was fine. Alright. Bam, there's the flamingo tails. Yeah, I went on and shot a whole thing of the flamingo tails. Aren't they pretty? Alright guys, I'm going to tell you what, they'll surprise you. But that's a natural looking bait for clear water. And you're thinking, you got a natural looking bait and then you have that bright pink tail, but it worked. So, I think sometimes you just have a little bit of color to your water. And you know, a friend and I was having this discussion a couple weeks ago. You look at a little minnow this big running around in the water, and they're silver. You can almost see through them, can't you? And their bodies and stuff. Crap, you seem to find them, don't they? Alright guys, you know the routine between numbers 1 to 400. I start to draw at 10. Like I said, I have a reason to do that. A few people have asked me. I've mentioned this a few times, and I don't mention this stuff every time because it makes the video so long. I start at 10. 10. Because if I start at 1, it could give me the number 1 or the number 2. And some of y'all might say, well, I leave number 1. Yeah, but that's not common. Most people leave higher than 10, don't they? Somebody leaves. I noticed the other day, somebody, last video when I was going through them, I think I seen a 7. Once in a while, somebody will leave something under 10. And that's safe. Because if it gives us the number 10, you're right there. Alright? So I start at 10. That's why. I've had to redo it. I had to redo them a couple times because it gave us 4 and 5. You know, and nobody's that low. Because you can't go over the number, right? So if I start at 10, and you put down number 11, and it gives us 10, you're over the number, you can't win. So I start 10 to 400. I draw on Wednesday nights. I have people leave numbers 2 weeks later. Yeah, months later, people leave numbers on the porta catches. Well, first of all, that shows me you didn't even listen to this part. That's right. Videos loaded on Sunday. I draw on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, I'll comment to the person that won. Thursday, I post a video. Sooner or later, I'll be doing lives. Alright? When I do a live video, it'll be on Wednesday night. Wednesdays and Fridays are fun videos. Wednesdays for sure. Fridays, as long as I have enough videos. I've got some old ones I've been carrying around since that are 6 months old or so. I've been holding to. Those for emergencies, in case I do run out. And I will use those on Fridays. Hope y'all enjoyed the video comes after this. I've been catching a lot of nice fish. Appreciate y'all guys. Appreciate the comments. I read every one of them. See y'all next time. Fishing Lake Country. Bam! Alright guys. Catching a few fish this morning. I done jumped over to another video. I try to make 3 or 4 on a Saturday. Some of them I hold to. Y'all don't see for a while. Like the one I loaded this morning. I loaded one this morning on the shiner. I've made it in October, like maybe the 1st of November, something like that. So I hold a few of these shorts and stuff I make just to throw in here and there. I hold some of them back because you never know, like it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It rained yesterday. Water got some color to it now, as y'all can see. That's a nice fish, guys. He's probably 10 and 5/8. He hit the water with the head shaking. Water visibility is about 2 foot after the rain. Yeah. Scale on. Look what I'm throwing. This is wild with the pink tail. Now guys, I threw a couple other colors this morning. Caught fish on one of them. One of them, they would bump, that's it. People ask me all the time, does color make a difference? There's days it does not make a difference. There's days when they're feeding. There's days when if you could change the color of your lid head and catch more fish. So color does make a difference at times. I don't know why. We'll never know that. I think it's the amount of light in the sky, the color of the water. Is this something that triggers them? It looks real to them. Looks like they got to have it. This is a good natural color, all right, by itself. Adding the pink tails and attracting it, right? They see that. They see something a little different. Can they see pink? I don't know. But they know it's something different on the back half of that, I'm sure. So, when I use neons, I'm using neons and fluorescence colors for the tails. Those colors also reflect the light different. That's why I'm calling them hot tails. Hey, let's see if we can catch another one. This is a school I just threw at, guys, and caught that fish from. You can see, whoops, let me move my handle. They're 50 feet from me and they're moving. I'm gonna sit still and I'll try to throw ahead of them. Bam. Oh, it's small, I'm gonna swing him in. People catfishing. There's a guy catfishing up there. That's another catfish rig, I'm sure. I see all the orange rod holders. They're pretty good sized rods hanging out there. They catch a lot of nice catfish in this lake, guys. Lake record's 120 some pounds. A lot of people out fishing today. You know, so when another boat just went by, I've had 2 go by the road. A lot of them are catfishing. I think this last boat was just bass fishing. I've seen a few people crappie fishing this week. I have fished, guys, about 5 or 6 days in a row, besides yesterday it rained. He's a baby. I got a school that's moving up through here, but off the point. Main channel, I've said this in every video, so to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. Main channel's right there. What I'm doing is I'm going down this main channel, stopping on points, places where the bank maybe has a little curve and a little rise to it, and I look around and try to spot the crappie with my live scope, and I cast at them. A lot of them are moving. They're just little schools moving along slowly. You catch 1 or 2 out of it. Sometimes they'll stop. Seem like the ones that want to stop and sit still are the smaller fish. The bigger fish seem to be on the move all the time. Bam. Got another one out of that school. I don't think it'll be any bigger. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. Nah. I'm gonna flop him right there, guys. Leaf and all. Picked that leaf up yesterday, and I just left it in there. I need to get it out, I reckon. He's right at 10 inches. I've been catching some nicer fish. I just gotta find them. There you go. All right, guys. Color's working fine, though. All right, guys. See how the school's right here on the bottom? I'm going back up the point now, real slow. That's what I done. I turned around and this went back up the point where I started. All right, I found my bait. It's not always easy to find your bait. What makes live scopes? Oh, they're moving, and I'm moving too. I hate to run my trolling, but I have to. What makes the live scope so good is that you can find your bait and find the fish easier. There you go. Now, it doesn't read that wide. Why it's hard to find your bait. It's only reading, you know, at 20 feet. It's only reading a foot and a half maybe. So that's what gives you a good, precise pinpoint where the fish are. So what helps you find the fish and pinpoint where they are also makes it harder to find your bait. Does that make sense? Because you're not reading a big area. That's for a lot of people. I get that question. I'm answering a question that people ask me a lot. I know people that have live scope and they go like, I can't find my bait. He's about 9 5/8. He's not much bigger either. We'll see if we can find a bigger one. I'll just keep kicking around. But it is very hard to learn to find your bait. And somebody made a video on YouTube about a year ago. I watched it. I think it's still on there. And they had a good point. They said, look, start at like 10 feet. It's like that. All right? And look at you find your bait. Right there it is. See it falling there? And then work your way out. You know, but you got to be right in line with that thing to find it. Oh, this one's a little bigger. I found a nursery here, guys. You ever found a nursery? As I tell you, a lot of these fish are running around. I told you, said earlier in the video. I could say I told you earlier in the video, but I say I'll tell you. I told you. See right here, this school right here? Yeah, they're all that size right there. Guys, I moved a long ways. Just looking for fish. Caught a couple small ones at one spot. I found a little group here. Let's find out what they are. Bam. Let's find out what they are. A bunch of them are coming with him. I didn't get seen, but that's a big white perch. Okay. I said, Self, you need to check that battery after this fish, because I meant to check it before I cast it here, because I've been riding around looking for fish. Look at this white perch. Bam. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. He wouldn't get off. I've said this multiple times, and that little size 4 hook, boy, I tell you what, it holds. That's a big white perch. Well, let's hope this one's a crappie. Been catching quite a few white perch. I'm gonna show y'all some of them. Show you one was a big one. Crappie are hard to find today. That's just a crappie. The white perch are so aggressive today that they're getting a hold of me before I get to crappie, and they're mixed up a lot today because a lot of the fish right now are running the bottom. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. That's a nice fish. And this is a porter catch. This is the wild color with flamingo tail. Not sure I'm gonna put this color on the site. I'm just testing these colors, playing around with them. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Right now, some of y'all going like you're waiting for them, you're excited about them. Talked to somebody last night, and he said, "Are they ready yet?" I said, "No, I ain't even started making inventory. I ain't even decided on what colors I'm gonna put on." 10. My numbers I'm doing, guys, is 10 to 400. You can put down 1 to 400, but if it gives us a number, it'll be between 10 and 400. I do that because when I used to do 1 to 300, yeah, it'd give me like number 2. Yeah, and of course I'd go and look. Nobody was there. Start over. One time I done that, and it gave us like number 8. Went and looked. Nobody had, because you can't go over the numbers. Only rule I have. So if it gives us number 2, only number 1 and number 2 can win, right? If it gives us number 10, you can't. You have to be 1 through 10 can only win. That's why I start at 10. I start at 10 because then if it gives us 12, there's 11 chances you got to win instead of 2 or 3. That's right. All right. Put your number down. I make that draw on Wednesday nights. You got to be a subscriber. Thursdays, I do that video. We're going to start doing lives in January. I don't think this sport of catch will make it. I think it'll still be in December, I'm sure. Yeah, I am sure. I only got 3 right now. I try to keep 2 or 3 ahead, guys, because I got to do the shop part when I get home in the evenings. Appreciate y'all guys fishing Lake Country Dinners. Check out Lake Country Baits if you haven't. Guys, I've got a lot of orders coming through lately. Slow down a little bit. We're going to be running something special at Christmas. This should make it before Christmas. We're going to be running some kind of deal. So, hey, tell your friends, your family, go on Lake Country Baits. Tell them what you want. Tell them some of my Lake Country shads. Hey, guys, catch y'all next time. Fishing Lake Country.